I knew going into making this movie that I wanted to take a different approach. In the past, I've shot, try to like rent really nice lenses and all kinds of stuff like that, even on a very tight budget. I didn't want to do any of that this time around. I wanted to use like the equipment that we had readily available to us, and instead, I spent what little bit of money we had on that one prop because I just feel like, given the story, given the nature of the story, it just comes down to you need to believe this world that the characters inhabit. It needs to be believable that here are these scientists and they're doing some crazy stuff and opening up a window into a parallel universe. And so Chaz Sutherland, really, really talented guy, and he was willing to just build this thing basically just for the cost of the parts and the shipping. What we do is all volunteer, so it was really really awesome, really just invaluable to the story to have this one thing that just looks so beautiful. So he was living in San Francisco at the time, and he went all over these places that he calls Blade Runner shops. These little shops, because it's such an interesting area where there's so many inventors and entrepreneurs and very sort of creative types. And so there's all these shops with these old or partially working or outdated bits of technology. And so he just went and scavenged, bought up just what he could and built this thing. And the design was profoundly influenced also by Brian Felty, who early on was going to be the production designer, and then just through scheduling conflicts, was a very, very busy guy, very talented guy. Just wasn't able to be the production designer. But early on when we were talking, Felty pitched the idea of, what if the window's round? You see a lot of stuff like in Fringe that's like square frame window into another universe. A lot of things like that. And when Felty pitched the idea of it being round, I was like, so that's cool. Different, organic kind of feeling thing. And so that idea stuck, and then when Chaz designed and built this thing, we really built off of that idea from Felty of making it a round window. Then marrying that prop with the visual effects that Shanam, our VFX artist, that he made, just I think really helps tell the story at the level that it needed to be told at. It's the longest post-production process that we've had for any short film from Stories by the River. I can honestly say I doubt we'll do one quite like this ever again. It's kind of a one and done deal, but I think it just comes down again to, it just felt like a special story that just kind of needed it. It's one of those things where we wanted to tell this story and we wanted to tell it right. We wanted to tell it well. And so that prop, the visual effects, that all had to really integrate into the story.